My friends, in the early church, there were two schools that developed. There were the Apostolic Fathers, which carried on the tradition of the apostles, and they would become the bishops. So those were the Apostolic Fathers. There were also the Apologists, who would be the theologians who tried to make the message of Christianity intelligible in the world of logic and philosophy. And both are important because you need people who are going to carry on the tradition, and you also need those scholars who can make the faith intelligible in the world of logic and reason. That's why priests have to study both theology and philosophy, because you need both. An example of this would be eventually St. Thomas Aquinas would be considered an apologist, a theologian, many centuries later. But with St. Thomas Aquinas, he gave us the 5 proofs for the existence of God based on reason, based on our experience. And the 5 proofs are quickly the unmoved mover, this is God; the uncaused cause, this is God; the grand designer, necessary being, and greatest being. And basically, from our experience, just to take one of them, we know that we've all been caused by something before it. We came from our parents came from our grandparents. That tree outside came from a seed from another tree. And you go back and back, but there must have been a cause that St. Thomas would call the efficient cause, the uncaused cause, and this is God. And he makes that same argument for the unmoved mover, necessary being, grand designer, and greatest being. The grand designer, to me, is a very obvious one. I mean, look at how perfect our world is. Just the sun rises, sun sets, a deer gets hit on the side of the road, birds come and clean it up. We get a harvest moon so we can take care of the harvest in the fall. It's way too perfect for this to have happened just through by chance. And so from that reason, and that would be the apologist school, it makes sense that God does exist. And then you can build from that. In the gospel today, the apostles ask Jesus, why do you teach in parables? And he says, basically, it's the only way I can get my message out there. But he said, most people aren't going to get it. You get it. You've been blessed by my Father in heaven because you understand my message. But most people, especially the learned and the scholars, aren't going to get it. And so blessed are you who get it. And it's unfortunate for those who don't. And I think in our own lives today, as we live out our faith, there's a lot of different ways we can approach it. But ultimately, all roads lead to Jesus. I think, what he taught us, the way he lived, and the way he served to the end. Okay, God bless you. Have a great day.